I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. I'm thinking of you. Wondering if you're thinking about me too.
What is going on, you guys? Happy episode 1 of the wedding series. I don't know what the heck we should call it, but as of right now, it's obviously called the wedding series, and this is super exciting because I'm so excited to take you guys along on this journey with me. I've taken you through multiple journeys in my life, whether that be competition prep, hormonal imbalances, just, moving into my first apartment, moving to Vancouver, and now here we are, we're getting married, okay? It's been years. I've been on YouTube since like 2014, I believe, so it's 2021 now, and I feel like so much has happened in that time. And here we go again. So to give you guys a little bit of insight, I am getting married this September 2021. I got engaged August 29th of 2020, and we are going to be having our wedding in September of this year. So the ball is rolling, you guys. We are super excited to get married within a year of being engaged. Honestly, that is ideal to me. Of course, COVID might delay that, and we are fully aware, but I didn't want to have a super long engagement if it was up to me. I don't know, I was ready to get right to it and start planning the big day. So I am really excited. Now, there has been a lot already chosen. Like, I have my dress, okay? The bridesmaids' dresses are chosen. We have a location, 2 locations. We have a musician. We have a DJ. We have a wedding planner. We have an officiant chosen. So the ball has been rolling. I am a type A personality, so I've just been having it all organized, okay? The only thing that I wish that I waited on is my bridesmaids' dresses, and I'm gonna get into that in a little bit with you guys. So I decided to do a Q&A just to kick off this wedding series on my Instagram stories. So if you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, make sure you do. Would love to see you guys over there as well. My Instagram is @Randi_, and I post a bunch of at-home workouts there too. Things on my story like recipes, things that I'm eating, just daily life. So make sure that you follow me over there. Now, I have a bunch of questions, but I filtered out to, I don't even know how many, maybe there's like 20 questions here, and we're gonna go through them, and I'm just super excited. So if you guys are getting married this year or next year, if you're getting married, comment down below. I wanna know your guys' date. Any previous brides, I would love to know things that you wish that you spent a little bit more money on, that you feel is important after the fact that you wish you did, or things that you already did that you're super happy that you have and that you did. Because any advice to the brides here is welcome. We've never done this before, which is why I hired a wedding planner. So to get into that, I do have a wedding planner. I have no idea. I've only gone to like 3 weddings ever, so I don't really know how weddings work. I was never super close with somebody that I got to see the behind the scenes of planning a wedding. I've been to 2 friends' weddings and like 1 family wedding, so I don't know how they work. We decided to get a wedding planner for that reason. I don't want to become Bridezilla. I want to be as calm as possible, so we thought that it was a good idea. It is still a good idea, I will say that, and I know that it's going to pay off closer to the time. I just had no idea what a wedding planner entailed, like I heard that they do everything for you, so I was like, yep, sounds easy. But it is a lot of money, and I think that it's going to be more valuable closer to the date, not like a couple months out when I feel like I could have done, reaching out to XYZ and done that back and forth work. I know that I'm super lucky to not have done it, but we'll see as the day gets closer if I feel like it was really, truly worth it. So I'll have to be able to get back to you guys on that one at some point throughout the wedding series. Okay, so let's just get right into these questions because I'm sure you guys have a question. It's probably going to be answered here, and if it's not, comment down below. All right, okay, so the first one is, what shoes are you wearing? Now that is like the only thing that I haven't already chosen, to be honest. I am in between 2 styles here, and I've never had a luxury shoe. Like the only brand name shoes that I've ever had is like Michael Kors or Steve Madden. So or Uggs, you know what I mean? I haven't paid the big bucks, like over $1,000 for a pair of shoes. Now, I know that that sounds silly, and it very well is, but for my wedding day, I want my first luxury pair of shoes. So that's gonna be like a little monumental moment for myself. I am in between two styles. I will show you guys the photos right here. And I have my dress, and I just need to kind of get a better picture. I need to try the shoes on. I need to see how comfortable they are and then decide. So I'm in between these two right here. I want to make sure that I can wear them for the majority of the night, like at least 8 hours of that day. I don't want to pay big bucks for some shoes and just be dying and have to switch into like flip-flops or something more comfortable. You know what I mean? So that is going to be exciting or important to me, and I will keep you guys posted if I decide on either one of these or whichever pair of shoes. I'm going to be showing you guys them undoubtedly in this series, but let me know if you guys like option A or option B right here. I have some Jimmy Choos, and then I also have some Christian Louboutins. Now, the things you're splurging on during the process and things you would rather save on. So I think that splurging on floral and making sure that the room is really filled up with that energy that you want and that you dream of your wedding day being, I think that that is important. So I know that floral is going to die, but I think that it is super, super important to set that romantic setting that I have in mind. Now, you guys are probably going to wonder about wedding colors. So let's get into that first. My wedding is going to be a black and white dress code wedding. So everybody's going to be wearing either black, white, or black and white. The reason that I chose this is because it's going to look so high class and prestige and just timeless and very crisp and beautiful in the wedding photos. I don't want any like weird colors that kind of just pop out of nowhere, and I just think that it's going to look so like Gatsby or just so elegant with everybody being in black and white. So my bridesmaids dresses are white actually, and I wish that I waited to get the bridesmaids dresses because I got them in December, and of course with spring here now, there are so many more cute styles. I originally wanted white satin, and that was impossible to find at the end of the year. So I wish I would have waited because there's so many cute ones now. But we already have our bridesmaids dresses, and they are wearing white. So to tie that all together with things that I think is important to spend money on, I want flowers being like very muted, white, you know, maybe like a light faded pink, lots of greenery, just very muted colors, even some eucalyptus, pampas grass, and I want that to really fill the space along with some fairy lights and tea lights and stuff like that. So I think that that is definitely important. Next up, something that I think that we can kind of not spend as much money on is the cake. I'm not a huge cake person. The only cake that I like is carrot cake. So I don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars or even $1,000 on a wedding cake, especially when I'm having a small and intimate wedding. So I definitely don't think that that is important to me. And instead of doing a wedding cake, I'm actually going to be doing wedding cupcakes and then just a small cake for me and my husband to cut, because that is a tradition. You need to have a cake for the bride and the groom, even if it's small. So that is something that I think that we can save money on. Comment down below what you guys think. All right, next question is veil or no veil? If so, what style? Yes, I am going to be doing a veil, and I am super excited about this. I'm going to show you guys a photo of the hairstyle that I want right here. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love how like Hollywood curls it is. It's like big and voluminous hair, and then it just has that beautiful veil that just goes right over top. So I want my veil to be probably to about my knees. I don't want it to be a full length veil because I don't want to risk tripping on it, and I'm only going to be wearing it for the ceremony and for the photos. So that is like the style that I want. I haven't quite found it yet. Again, another thing that I'm going to share with you guys as I go back to try back on my dress and try on different veils with it. You'll see that later, but definitely a veil. Indoor, outdoor wedding, and what time of year? So it is going to be both an indoor and outdoor wedding. We have our ceremony outside. It's going to be in a small vineyard in BC. I'm so excited. It's going to be very small and intimate. A wedding of only 50 people, so I will answer that now. So it's going to be outdoor for the ceremony and then indoor for the reception, of course, and like the dinner and the party and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fall wedding. I really like that because I think that my wedding's going to be in September, and I think that the end of summer is the most beautiful. Like, I love it. The air is a little bit more crisp. I'm not going to get super hot in my dress. My makeup isn't going to melt off in the sun. Everybody's going to be pretty comfortable, you know, just wearing their dresses with no jacket. I think that it's going to be the perfect weather. Indoor and outdoor, I fell in love with this winery when I went to go visit last summer, and I knew exactly where I wanted to get married, if it was going to be in Canada, which undoubtedly it is right now because of the current circumstances, but also my mom is extremely terrified of flying. She hasn't been on a flight since I was like 2 years old when we went to England, so there's no way that I couldn't have it somewhat close to home so that she could drive there, because I obviously need my mom there, and I'm not going to do that to her. So like I said, our wedding is going to be 50 people. It is small and intimate, and it was so hard to choose. Like, we're splitting the numbers, obviously, so about 25 each. That was extremely hard because once you count your family and then their plus ones, there is like 10 friends available that you can choose from. So that really sucked. I found that this plus ones took up a lot of space for those numbers. But it is what it is. You can't tell everybody, or, you know, you can't say, yeah, you can come, but your significant other can't. So whether you are super close with them or not, that is something that you have to try to account for most people. So my wedding is about 50 people. It was super hard to choose like which friends, but at the same time, I think that everybody's going to understand. And I also like the fact that it is small and intimate. Those people that are going to be there are the ones that know us, really know me. They're in my life now. They've seen me grow, and they're not just like a super distant friend that's almost an acquaintance that you went to junior high with, which I love. I love them, but I really needed to choose those people that knew me in my life now. It was super hard. I hope I can get 5 more people at least, but it is going to be a 50-person wedding. So I have 6 bridesmaids, and I know that that's a little bit on the higher end, but honestly, I could not have less than that. The girls that are my bridesmaids are my ride or dies. We're going to grow old together. We're going to become ghosts together and scaring people. Like, they're just going to be with me until the very, very end, and there's no way that I couldn't have them standing up next to me on my wedding day. So I have 6 bridesmaids, and the way that we did the dresses was, since this video has been recorded, I decided yesterday that all of my bridesmaids are actually wearing the same dress now. So this is the dress that they are wearing, and it is from Lulu's. It is quite similar to my dress, so I think it is going to match very well. Previously, I had a couple different dresses, and I decided to keep it very cohesive. They are really happy with that, and so am I. So 6 bridesmaids, and my groom is going to be having 4, including his best man, for the guys. And as far as we know, I kind of like the idea of like 2 girls on either side, like 3 people walking down at once with 2 girls on either side of the guy, or we're just gonna like stagger them and everybody's gonna walk out one at a time. I'm not super gung-ho about that. Let me know what you guys think or what you have done, but I do have more bridesmaids than he has groomsmen, and that is totally fine. Neither of us are upset about that. So somebody asked, did you end up with a silhouette you planned for, or did you find something unexpected? Now, this is such a good question because you need to have an open mind when you are going into trying wedding dresses. Because if you've never done it before, you don't know what looks good on your body type, or like you think you know what looks good and that you would usually go for, but like what happened to me is I just didn't feel like a bride in that dress. So I thought I can't give too much away. I really am obsessed with the like heavy antique lace, of course, like a little bit mermaid silhouette kind of thing. I really love that. I was obsessed. It was all over my Pinterest, but when I tried them on, I just didn't feel like a bride. I didn't feel like, wow, I want to get married in this. I felt super sexy, and that's not how I necessarily want to feel on my wedding day. I want to feel beautiful, I want to feel pretty, and I want to have a little bit of sexiness, but I don't want to be just feeling like my bust is out, my butt is showing because everything's so tight, and I just like that's kind of dress that I would want to wear at some point in my life, but I didn't feel like a bride in it. So I did find something completely unexpected, and the way that I did that was my two girls that were with me, they both chose a couple dresses for me to try on as well, which I think is a really good idea because they're going to reach for something that you necessarily wouldn't, and you might end up falling in love with it. So when I tried it on the first time, I was like, oh, this is beautiful, but no, this isn't what I came for. Kept trying on other dresses, tried it on again. I'm like, oh, why do I love this dress so much? Like, no. Tried on more dresses, okay, tried it on a third time. I was like, I really love this dress. And I was like starting to get emotional. And I just made sure by finishing all the other dresses and trying it on a fourth time. And by that fourth time, the girls kept saying you are lighting up every single time that you put it on. Like you have a different demeanor about you. There's just like a sparkle in your eye. And by that fourth time that I tried it on, I was like, this is the dress. This dress is perfect. Like, what else am I looking for? It's so beautiful. I really feel like a bride. I feel just beautiful with the right amount of sexy. And when am I ever going to wear a dress like this, basically? So I did find something unexpected. It's so pretty. What is your something blue? That's a good question. My mama is my something blue. So my dad passed away 7 years ago, and my mom was a single mom since I was 5 years old. She's played both roles. She was mom and dad. She was everything in between. She is the most resilient, strongest, amazing woman ever, and she deserves to walk me down the aisle and give me away because she played both roles growing up. She did everything, and I want her to walk me down the aisle more than anything else. So she's wearing a navy blue dress, and she is going to be my something blue. Is Muffin going to be at the wedding too? Of course, Muffin has to be a part of the wedding. We're his two girls. She's our baby. And hell yeah, she's going to be wearing a dress. I haven't approved this with either location, but I'm assuming it's going to be okay. I hope to God it's going to be okay. It's going to happen, especially when we're paying so much money for the places. But she's basically a glorified cat. People are going to be holding her the entire time. Literally, that's what she likes. And she's just going to be passed around. She's going to be wearing a little dress. I'm going to insert it right here. Haven't got it quite yet. I'm going to order it off of Etsy. And yeah, she has to be a part of it. We're going to get wedding photos with her. What moment are you most excited for on your wedding day? Okay, so we're doing the first look, you guys. I have a couple things to tell you. The thing that I'm most excited for, I think, is the first look. And, oh man, it's going to make me emotional. Like oh man. First look is going to be such a good photo and like such a cool experience. And then just having everybody surrounding us. So let me tell you the really cool thing that we're going to do. And this is like what I'm really excited for. So when he leaves me in the morning, we are going to give each other our rings. And I'm going to have a bracelet. I'm going to put his ring on my bracelet, and he's going to put my ring on like a necklace and just tuck it in his tux or something like that. We're going to keep these rings on us all day, just giving me good energy as we're getting ready, you know, just holding on to it until we see each other again. And what we're going to do is when I walk down the aisle, the officiant is going to take both of the rings. She's going to put it on a red string, a blue string, a white string, whatever we want. And she's going to hold it, do her thing, and then she's going to start passing it down our bridal party. Everybody in the bridal party is going to hold the ring, give it good intentions, give it good energy, well wishes, and then they're going to start passing it throughout every guest. This is amazing because I feel like it's really inclusive. I feel like it's super cool that everybody's going to be able to hold it, put that energy and intentions into it, all the love, and then it's going to come back up to us right as we are going to put on those rings, and then we'll put them on, and like we have all that energy with us. So I'm really excited for that moment. Like I'm really excited for the rings to be passed around, to see everybody's faces or like they're gonna get it on camera, just people holding it, all of our loved ones. Oh, that just kills me. See? So that is one of the moments I am super excited for. Oh, I could get emotional just thinking about it. Are you both picking the menu, or does the venue have a wide selection for you to pick from? So we are given a certain selection to choose from for like 2 starters, and then you can choose like 2 entrees, 2 desserts type of thing like that. There's not a ton. There's probably about 6 to 8 options in each category, and we just get to choose from that. I'm not super stoked on the menu as of yet, but I'm probably just saying that. I bet it's going to be amazing. They do weddings all the time, so I'm sure that it's not going to be a disappointment. I'm just a super picky eater. I am a pescatarian. I'm lactose sensitive, gluten sensitive, so I'm just a difficult one, but we get to choose from that. So there is going to be like, I think we're going to pay to get 3 choices for the entrees. There's going to be a vegan, a fish, and then like a meat option. And yeah, that's how we are going to do it. All right, cake or cupcakes? You guys know I'm doing cupcakes in one small cake. How to be overwhelmed making decisions, why you went with a wedding planner. So overwhelm and big decisions, I'm just trying to keep things as simple as possible, to be honest. I know what I like, and because I am keeping things very neutral, like I'm having a white and like very neutral color palette for the flowers. I'm not having any colors to really pop out at you. I feel like that makes my planning a lot easier, because I just want things to be neutral, and I don't have to get stressed out about a certain color, like if I want that color, if I'm going to regret that color type of thing. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be a bridezilla. So just feeling overwhelmed is a little, obviously that's going to happen. Like, you can't not get overwhelmed, but my level of overwhelmed has been a lot less, just because I feel like I don't want to get so stressed out. I don't want to make this whole process like, oh my God, I can't wait until it's over. So you just need to slow down a little bit and make a Pinterest board, kind of create a vision, and then just go with it. Like the small things, you can change your mind along the way. All right, you guys, so that actually wraps up the Q&A. This is just about 25 minutes. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was episode 1. Let us know how we did. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. The next video that I'm going to be doing is showing you guys all the dresses that I tried on. I'm going to be doing a voiceover, like why I liked them, why I didn't like them. But of course, I'm not going to be showing you my dress yet. I'm going to save that. But I'm really excited to start editing that with you guys and relive it. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted as we progress with the planning process. That's it. Love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Mwah.